This is KCK Preps here with head coach of the Schlagle Stallions, Martez Wesley. This Friday, Coach Wesley Stallions will face the Wyandotte Bulldogs in a key league matchup on KCKpreps.com. Coach Wesley, thank you for your time this afternoon.
Thank you.
So we just want to start off with talking about your team thus far this year. Right now your team's standing at a 3-1 record, a couple of big wins, a tough loss to Shawnee Heights. So kind of share your thoughts so far on how your team's played this season.
Well, I've been pretty pleased with our team so far. We still have a long way to go. And most importantly, I think our kids have really done a great job in the classroom, and that's kind of translated over into the football field. So very pleased at this moment, but not satisfied. And I think our kids are also looking forward to just improving each and every game.
All right, so when you're saying not really satisfied quite yet, but you're happy with where they are, how does that kind of line up with what your expectations were entering this season?
Well, our expectations this year was to obviously win the league and to, just to move on to playoffs. It's kind of been a storm since we've been in the playoffs, and, again, our expectation is that we have success in the later parts of the year, that we may be able to move on in the playoffs. That's one of our goals. So, like I said, our expectations are to just continuously get better each and every game. I think that our kids have, for the most part. Our defense is playing great ball right now. Our offense is moving towards somewhat of their expectations and their goals this year, and our special teams are doing decent. So each game, again, we just want to get better.
So what is that next step? What's that next leap, I guess, for your team in getting better? What's the next step you would like to see them take?
Well, just being a little consistent. We just have some inconsistencies that take place from time to time on offense. And I would like to just see us be a little bit more consistent and and also to be aggressive on offense. So, in order to take those leaps, we're just going to have to really focus more on our execution and, just be able to throw and catch and just make key blocks in key moments.
All right, so this Friday we have a huge KCK-AL matchup. Schlagle, using golf terms right now, is the leader in the clubhouse. Many individuals, especially among KCK Preps, had Schlagle winning the league title this year. Wyandotte was playing really well to start off this season and took a unexpected, from our viewpoint, blow by losing to Atchison last week. Atchison lost to Washington the week before, so Schlagle still seems to be the leader in the clubhouse. Let's talk about this huge league matchup this Friday against Wyandotte.
We're looking forward to the challenge. Eddie Brown's been doing a great job over there at Wyandotte, and again, this is a great rivalry, has always been since I've played. So we're just looking to strap it on this week and make sure that we're focusing in on getting better. And again, it's going to be a great matchup. There's going to be a lot of emotions that are entailed in this. And we just want to try to control our emotions and just go out and play the type of ball that we're capable of playing.
And speaking of emotions, and you just kind of touched on it, but Schlagle-Wyandotte is one of the biggest rivalries, not only in Kansas City, Kansas, but also would say the state of Kansas. As you mentioned, you played in this rivalry. Me and you were teammates. We played in this rivalry together. In fact, I was kind of joked around a couple of weeks ago, but I remember our old coach that we had would even let you wear red on the practice field. Talk about this Schlagle-Wyandotte rivalry and what it means to actually have this rivalry game where it actually means something for a change.
Absolutely. As you mentioned, we had the opportunity to prepare for a game like this. I could recall that day that we first walked onto the field at Schlagle High School, and one of our teammates, Peyton Leslie, had on a red shirt, I believe, and at that time Westfall was the coach, and he literally leaned in on Peyton and told him that you will never wear red on this field again. So it dates back to the beginning, and I think this is a great rivalry. We all know that Wyandotte has a great tradition in winning. They were one of the most winningest teams in Kansas City at that time. So it's just exciting to be on the other side of the spectrum, to be able to coach and to try to lead my team to victory. But again, this is kind of the bragging rights of the community. So we're looking forward to the challenge. Again, I can recall strapping it up and heading out there and understanding the expectations of that game. You know, like I said, a lot of these guys locally are friends, so you kind of want to have that bragging right within the community. But again, we're going to go out and play with great sportsmanship and go out and play with great leadership and hope our team can lead us to victory.
All right, so let's talk about the game this Friday. You're going to go in 3-1 against a 3-1 Wyandotte Bulldogs team. Thus far this season, your returning running back, Javion Browning, has been off to a blazing start last week against Sumner, over 300 yards of offense and 4 touchdowns. You also have DJ Sales and Deontay Ambler, but the key, I was just talking to Coach Brown about this, the key I think for Friday is going to be your guys up front. Let's talk a little bit about those guys.
We have a great group of guys up front. I think they're starting to gel together even more than before, and these guys are taking it up on their shoulders to make sure that they continue to lead this team in the right direction. You know, we have underclassmen that are also on that offensive line, and to be quite honest, they've taken leadership compared to some of the older guys. So, you know, with that being said, you know, we win. The success comes from the winning of the line of scrimmage, and I think that these guys have really gelled together and created that chemistry that's going to allow us to be successful. And, you know, we asked a lot of them. So looking forward to the challenge and, you know, just looking forward for them to be able to execute plays accordingly.
All right, we're going to jump over to the other side of the ball. You know, Wyandotte, again, their start's been kind of led by the transfer Dominic Roden McKenzie. Also, they have a young man, Antonio Moore, who just a couple weeks ago against Sumner as well had 4 touchdowns. They have an offense that's been at times putting up numbers until last week. On the defensive side of the ball, you know, you're led by Trevon Wallace as well as defensive end Derek Gibbs, among many others. And your secondary's been playing well. Let's talk a little bit about what your defense needs to do Friday night in order to hold Wyandotte's offense down.
Well, you know, I have complete faith in the defensive coordinator and Lamar Chapman. Right now, the defense is playing at an extremely high level right now. These guys are buying into what the schemes are, and they're doing a terrific job rallying around the ball. You know, part of our success is going to depend on our execution again. Guys just understanding formations, understanding situations, and most importantly, being aware of the quarterback. The quarterback is a pretty shifty guy. He also can throw the ball, so we're going to have to really pay a lot of attention to detail to what he's doing back there and just be able to fight off blocks and be able to make plays. But collectively, I'm very impressed with our offense, our defense, and I truly think that, you know, if they go out and play the way that they're capable of playing, then we're going to have success.
All right, and the last key to the game that I see from a commentating standpoint is going to be the special teams. This summer, when I went out to practices, I saw both you and Wyandotte spend more time than you normally see at other schools working on special teams. What impact do you see special teams maybe having a factor in this ball game Friday evening?
Well, as a coach, we look at 3 phases of the game. Obviously, offense, defense is very important, but I'm one of those coaches that think that special teams is one of the most important aspects to field position and winning the game. So we're going to go out there and execute some schemes. We've been working tremendously hard all year, and again, we're getting better. The main thing is just making sure that, again, we're executing the particular plays, staying on our blocks. If you look at it, special teams play probably average about 2.5 to 3 seconds per play. With that being said, we want guys out there who are going to contribute to the fullest during this time period. So we're looking forward to the challenge. I think that these guys have been working extremely hard, and you know, we're obviously looking to have success on special teams.
All right. Well, Coach Wesley, we thank you for your time this Friday night. KCK Preps Game of the Week. Schlagle visits Wyandotte. You can catch us at kckpreps.com. We'll go live at 6:30.